and welcome to or back to this week's weekly vlog. If you're new, see if I can squint. Actually no, I can't. It's not really sunny, but the sky is like bright white. Anyway, if you're new, welcome. My name is Dawn and I'm a British expat living in the Netherlands, just on the border of Amsterdam. Been living here for 20 years with my partner Lawrence and our two boys Josh and Will, and our fur babies Jack and Daxter. So if it's your first time stopping by, you're very welcome. If you want to say hello in the comments, let me know how you found the channel, that's also nice. And if you just want to sit and watch, that's also perfectly fine. And if you're one of the OGs, welcome back guys. I hope you've all had a good week. This week I'm starting off the vlog. Lawrence is just putting air in the tyres because the pressure on all four tyres is really low. So he's just topping that up. And then we didn't order the groceries online this week because Lawrence had done a spot of shopping whilst I was away. If you watched last week's vlog, you'll know I went to Marrakesh. So we're just doing a small sort of, not a big shop like the big shop. We're just going to do a medium-sized shop. So we're going to pop into the village. So I need to get a screen protector put on my phone, because if you remember when it must be a few months ago now, I bought a screen protector for it and it's rubbish. It's all cracked on the side. So I'm going to see if the local phone shop can do something about that. And we bought William a new Pixel phone last week or the week before, so he needs a cover for that. Joshua got a new iPhone. Sorry? But we don't know. I'm vlogging. It's Lawrence. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
But yeah, we don't know what model he's got, so he'll have to figure it out for himself. But boy, aren't they expensive? Phone covers and screen protectors and all the whatnot. Anyway, I thought I'd just come on and do a quick hello, start off the vlog, and I'll catch up with you in a while. Back. Oh my gosh, it's blowing a gale out there. It's so windy. It's rained a little bit, like showers, but not like throwing it down, but the wind. Anyway, we're back. We did our grocery shopping at the Albert Heijn where we always shop, but we shopped in the bigger store in the centre of our village. And maybe you've seen some footage. Before we went shopping, we I got a new cover, a glass protector on this screen, so hopefully it's not interfering with the camera quality. And Lawrence needed one for his, and then we got a phone cover for Josh. Not for William, they didn't sell the Google phone accessories there yet. Anyway, waffle. And then I said, oh, let's have a walk down the high street before we go and do the shopping. And there's a really nice, it's a bar really, and they've over years, they've sort of evolved more into an eatery. They've diversified, that's what I want to say. So at night, I think it's open till early hours and the youngsters go there. But during the day and evening, it's just bar food. So we had a quick look at the menu and Lawrence said, it's lunchtime, should we just go in? So he was like, yeah, go on then. So we're dead naughty. I had a glass of rosé, only the one. And yeah, as I said, it's just bar food. But it felt so nice just to Saturday afternoon be a bit naughty, a bit decadent. So anyway, it was quick eat. Lawrence had a club sandwich and I had some shrimps and sweet potato fries. They were very delicious. Anyway, one of the things I did buy, I need to send Antoinette a picture of these, popped in the Hamer, and lo and behold, they had these like crafting paper, bricks and like wooden floorboards, get 5 in a pack. I don't know how much they were. They were a couple of euro. But I've been looking at this kind of brickwork to do like to put around the bottom, like what would be the basement of my dollhouse. And from the dollhouse supplies, it's quite expensive stuff. So I'm looking at it, 5 sheets is more than enough. So hopefully I might do that tomorrow if if I'm feeling in the mood to do a bit of crafting. And then I bought from the Albert Heijn some narcissus in a cute little pot. $3.99, also what a bargain. I mean, I think the pot alone's worth that. Isn't that lovely? I don't know if you see it on the camera. It's like this really cute, like a very pale, like a salmon pink. It's very sweet. Right, I'm going to unpack the shopping. Lawrence has just popped to the loo, and then we have to pop back out again. Oh my gosh, because I forgot to post a very important letter. I'm looking at my plant behind you. I think it's diseased. It's not looking too healthy on the underside of the leaves. I might have to investigate that. Anyway, I'll stop waffling now. See you later. Good morning, just about. Just snuggled up on the sofa, my blanket. I had to laugh. I found this cardigan. I was looking for it in the guest room, and my mum was wearing it when she was here the other week, and I found some of her hair in it. So the clocks went forward at midnight, so I've sort of lost an hour of the day, and then I've just been sat here messing around on my phone and just, I don't know, dilly-dallying. The kettle's just boiled, so I'm going to make a coffee. Lawrence has gone. Oh, there's lots of Jack's hair on this too. Lawrence has gone to hockey. Hope he's all right. He said his Achilles tendon was hurting him. William's not got a match on today, so he's lounging about in bed. And Joshua said he does have a match later today, and I've said, well, make sure you get up. I left him to it. He'll probably miss football. Anyway, plans for today. Well, as you can see, I've put some slap on. I'm showered, dressed, just in case we do something this afternoon. Although it's really cold, and looking at the weather outside, it's grey. I think it's going to pour down. I think it's going to pour down for weeks, if I believe the weather forecast. So, yeah, good intentions, dressed if we need to go out, but don't think we will. I'm going to make a coffee, and then I think I'm going to sit and do a bit of crafting. I think that's what I'm going to treat myself. So anyway, I am still tired. The last 2 weeks has been a whirlwind. You know, I'm pretty much exhausted. So I think today's good to just chill out. Next week, I think I'm going to go in the office almost every day, I think. And then next weekend, I'm pretty sure after work, if not the whole weekend, part of the weekend. So yeah, it's good if I just have a bit of downtime today. Anyway, the other reason that it's been quite stressy, which I didn't share with you yet, and I didn't share it because whilst my mum was here, I just wanted to enjoy the time with my mum, and you know, share our memories on the channel. And then I also just wanted to enjoy the trip with the girls, and again share the memories of Marrakesh on the channel. So I purposely haven't shared this with you. Not that I wasn't going to, it's just I just needed a couple of weeks just to process things and get myself you know, in a good headspace. So anyway, whilst my mum was here, so we had William's birthday, and then my mum was here, and then I think I mentioned that Lawrence and I were going to the office that day. It was the Monday. Anyway, walked through the door on that Monday evening, only to be greeted by Lawrence telling me he'd lost his job. So, big shock. It was like we'd just been hit with a sledgehammer. Although, technically, he had a 12-month contract that should have been renewed. It's pretty normal in Holland. You usually start off on a job with a 12-month contract. I think they can renew, they can give you 2 12-month contracts, and then they have to offer you a permanent job. And anyway, the company he was working for, it's just not been doing well. Something had changed with, I don't know, Google Verify, he said something. And yeah, indeed, the guy's numbers had just plummeted from December. Though it's not like he didn't want to keep Lawrence on, he just financially couldn't keep him. So yeah, he didn't renew his contract. So by the time I got home on Monday, he told me that. But he'd already switched his LinkedIn profile on to be looking for work, and he'd had 4 agents calling him. So he's got a really strong CV. So I wasn't concerned. I think my mum was just like, oh my gosh, what's just happened? But Lawrence and I were like, okay, let's deal with it. So yeah, he was super busy with interviews, with agencies, and then they put him forward for jobs, and showing him some jobs, and he's like, no, not for me. And then I went off to Marrakesh with it sort of hanging over me, but the girls were lovely. They knew all about it, and they were, very supportive and reassuring me, and everything will be okay. And so in hindsight, that trip to Marrakesh sort of just took my mind off it. But as you can imagine, I was just exhausted. It was too much in one go. It was William's birthday, my mum arriving, the project I'm working on, then the trip, and then with Lawrence on top. It was a lot, and I'm still tired now, actually. Anyway, the good news is when I got back, on the Monday evening, I think, from Marrakesh, and then by Thursday last week, Wednesday or Thursday last week, he'd accepted a job offer. So he starts at the beginning of April, and actually there was 2 jobs that he'd done 2-3 interviews for in a short space of time, and the other one really wanted him, but they couldn't start until June. And the one that he decided to go with, it's an April start, but that was the original job that he really wanted. He actually had put himself forward for that job before the second one came up, so he's gone with his gut feeling and his instinct, and yeah, hopefully it works out. So yeah, that was my big news, and stressy time, and probably contributed heavily to the fact that I'm absolutely knackered still. So yeah, what else? So yeah, he's off at hockey. And then I think, oh yeah, and I was the quiz master last night, although there was only 5 of us on the call, was there? Yeah, 5. So there's only 4 did the quiz, which was fine. We were debating whether to go ahead with it, and I said, well, I've done the questions now, let's just get going with it, because I don't know when I'll next be able to join, dial in for it, because it's going to be a busy few weeks. And that was pretty much our Saturday evening. And yeah, I think I'm just going to craft this afternoon. I'm just looking at Daxter's behind you. He's lying on the bench in front of the window, having a good old wash. And my bench is already full of cat hair. You don't get any sort of clean and tidy things with having pets in the house, do you? I've already seen a few comments about the Marrakesh video. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I actually watched it myself again this morning, and it was just nice to relive it all. But my gosh, it was a lot of editing. I mean, that video, that's been the most work that I've had to do video editing in a long, long time. When we go out on the boat and stuff like that, that takes a bit, the day trips, but that Marrakesh one was, yeah, really heavy going. So anyway, if you haven't watched it, I'll put a link below, and then you can go and check it out. I've just shared it with the girls, and I've seen some messages coming through. I'll have to check my WhatsApp. I hope they enjoyed it. Right, kettle's boiled. I'm going to make a coffee, and then I think I'm going to, I've been doing a bit of crochet from my, if you watch the podcast, from my, crochet zodiac dolls. So hopefully in the next week or 2 there'll be another podcast coming up, and I'll do a crafty roundup, but that's on the Woven Almanac channel. So yeah, I think I'm going to do a bit of crochet, a bit of knitting, got some crafting to do. I need to do my paint by numbers, the lighthouse picture. I was looking at it the other day. I really have to do that. Anyway, waffle. I'll go and make a coffee, and I'll catch up with you later. Good morning. I don't know why the steering wheel seems to be in the way. I thought I'd got round that, but I think somebody's messed around with the height of the wheel, and camera mount, whatever. You can tell I've got my sunglasses on. It's very sunny here today. Not quite blue skies, a bit chilly still. I think it will rain most of the day. That's fine. This 1 hour clock forward thing definitely threw me. I'm feeling a bit tired this morning. I went to bed obviously an hour earlier than I would do normally, and my brain was like, no, it's too early to go to sleep. So I had a really restless night. So by the time I did wake up, I was so groggy. Anyway, I decided not to push myself. I've worked quite a lot of long hours the last couple of months, so it's fine. I'm not late for work, but if I go in a bit later, it's also okay. Anyway, what am I waffling about? Yesterday, I had such a lazy day. Not intentionally. Lawrence was really, really late coming home, to the point where I actually called him. I was getting a bit worried. I thought, oh, has he had an injury or something? Because he was playing hockey. Anyway, it turns out he'd stayed behind to watch another team play, so yeah, it's fine. But I was planning on popping out for a coffee or a drive somewhere. So he said, oh, I'll come home now. I said, no, it's fine. It's a bit late now. So anyway, as a result, I between getting on top of the laundry, watched a bit of Netflix. Not watched Netflix for ages. And I did crochet. In case you're wondering what I'm crocheting on, I decided to do one of the dolls out the Zodiac, the crochet Zodiac dolls. So I'll show you that in the next podcast. And a bit of knitting. Oh, and I did a bit of paper crafting, not so much. But yeah, it was just nice just to do a bit of pottering, you know. I think the last few weeks, and you know, on top of the whole Lawrence losing his job thing, it's just been a bit too much for me, to be frank. And I think, you know, my adrenaline was at an all-time high coming back from Marrakesh, and I just feel like I've crashed and burned a bit. I'm okay. I'm doing all right. If you're interested, I was watching that 1899 on Netflix. What I did for the flight to Marrakesh, I downloaded some stuff to watch, and Lawrence and I had started watching that. I think we'd watched like we'd watched like 2 episodes, and it was like a really slow burner. So I thought, well, I'll download a couple of more episodes for the plane and I'll give it a bash. Anyway, it did get going, but it's bonkers. Has anybody watched it? It's such a strange series. I don't know if I like it or not, but I'm pushing through. Anyway, because somebody doing a U-turn in the middle of the road. Oh, now they decided they want to park. Oh, God grief. Come on. Yeah, because I started watching it without Lawrence. That's why I watched it when he wasn't home. Oh my gosh, I'm waffling now. What we did watch as well was, is it 3,000 Years of Longing or In Longing or something like that? It's with Idris Elba and Tilda Swinton, and he plays a genie, a djinn. So my mum and Estelle watched that over the weekend, and Estelle said it was a really good one to watch. To be honest with you, it was nice, but I don't know. I think the ending was a bit like meh. Anyway, if you want a nice sort of, you know, feel good kind of movie to watch, I'd recommend it. So yeah, we're waiting for maths tonight. Who is watching Married at First Sight Australia? Oh my gosh, this year's brides and grooms have got to be the craziest ones yet. Seriously, I won't give any spoilers away if you've not watched it yet and you're planning on, but my gosh, some of them, I'm thinking, what were those experts thinking, putting them on a show like that? Wow. Anyway, I think it's on tonight, so we'll watch up on that. I'm still on this nortriptyline you know, the for the nerve block treatment, and it's horrible in the morning. My mouth is so dry. Ugh, I'm struggling to get my words out. Anyway, what did pop up, a reminder on Lawrence's phone for some unknown reason, was I've got my appointment with the neurologist on the 12th of April. I'm glad he actually said, what's this appointment for? Because it clean got out of my head. So the neck and shoulder situation, I can't say it's any better, to be honest with you. If I do too much of something I like, it seems to aggravate it. So today, you know, because I did a bit of knitting and crochet yesterday, I can feel like, oh, the pain in my neck, and it runs through my shoulder blade. And you're thinking, yeah, well, it's no better than it was. So it'd be interesting to see what the doctor says. And the doctor at the pain clinic said that by now the nortriptyline should have been doing its job, and it's clearly not, because, you know, I'm actually waking up in pain. So I don't know, we'll see how that goes. I'll obviously keep you all posted. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I did. Sorry, this is boring for if the non-crafters amongst us. I cast on a pair of socks. That's also what I did. I just fancied a bit of vanilla sock knitting, so that's what I did. And that's about it, really. Oh, and the other thing, my mum, when my mum was here, we went to Calder for the day out, and we had a look in like a charity shop, a thrift store, because she'd been in there about 4 years ago and bought this lovely little box of like rose candles, and you know, we were just mooching kind of thing. So as we were on the street, I said, "Oh, Mum, that's that charity shop that you got your rose things from. Do you want to pop in?" So she said, "Yeah, go on." Anyway, they had this lovely little like an ornamental cage, like a bird cage, but small. And did my mum show you? I can't remember. She might have done in the vlog. Anyway, she'd completely forgot. Somebody had bought her like fairy lights, but with roses, with like fabric, like silk roses. So she's made a little lamp feature of it. Lamp, I said not lamp. And she sent me a picture of that last night. Oh, it looks so nice. If I remember, I'll try and stick a picture up of it. I was telling her, share it in Crafty World 1, Mum. If you've posted anything to Crafty World 1, I'm still moderating at the moment, and I've not checked it yet to see if there's any posts need pushing live. Because every time I stop moderating it, we get flooded with, you know, people selling crap, basically. It's not even crafters selling crafty things, it's just, you know, just spam. So it's a bit annoying that I have to keep moderating it. Anyway, it's fine. It's not a massive group, and there's not like loads and loads of posts. If you don't know what I'm on about, there's a link below. It's on Facebook. It's a crafting group. You can share all your makes and ask advice, and just, yeah, it's just nice meeting new people, make friends, that kind of stuff. Right, I'm going into waffle mode now. I desperately need a coffee, so I'm gonna stop waffling now, and I'll catch up with you at some point. I think it's going to be a bit boring this week. You know me, I'll always find something to waffle about. Good morning. Oh, there's a lot of blowout here. Well, it's a very, very dreary day, but it's like that white grey sky. I don't know why I feel the need to tell you the weather every time I come on. Is that a British thing? I don't know. Anyway, as you've gathered, yes, back to work. I actually worked from home yesterday. And I think technically it was my short day, but I didn't finish at the time that I normally do. Anyway, you might have seen some footage. I think you would have seen some sort of before and after clips of Jack. So he went to the doggy hairdresser. My gosh, he needed it. But oh, I love it when he comes back from the groomers. He's all you can see he's super happy to get rid of all his fluffy shaggy fur, and he feels so soft, and he gets all like puppy-like again, all springy. So anyway, that was cute. Laura said the other night, it was late, I'd gone to bed, and Jack and Daxter lay on the sofa quite close to each other, which they don't normally do. I think Daxter would go and lie by Jack, but he's very jealous of the cat, but he's also very wary of him, and rightly so, because Lawrence said they were both like fast asleep, like comatose, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, Daxter must have been dreaming. Daxter's the cat, if you didn't know. Daxter just jumped up and attacked Jack. Said he was hissing, and he actually bit him. And Jack was like, started yelping and leapt off the sofa. It's like, what's going on, dude? So yeah, it's not all peace and love in our house with the dog and the cat. Although if we got Daxter a year after our old dog passed away, Gustav, also the same breed as Jack. If you didn't know, Jack's a Parsons Terrier, which is basically a Jack Russell but with long legs. Gustav hated cats with a passion, so there's no way we could have had a dog and a cat together. But yeah, we got Daxter a year after Gus died, and then we got Jack a year after. Was it 1 or 2 years after we got Daxter? So technically, Jack's not really got any grounds to be jealous of the cat, because the cat was here first. It should be the other way around. Anyway, waffling again. Yeah, so yesterday, just working, and then in the evening, I did the same as I do nearly every week. What are you doing? There's a guy pulled in front of me. I sat on the sofa in a coma and did some knitting and crochet. It's all rock and roll in my house. What I did do is, I don't know if I've mentioned this, I'm going to go and see Yvon on Friday. Yvon is one of my neighbours at the art centre, and Yvonne has 2 workshops, well, 2 units. One of them is her, she does massage, and the other one is she paints, paintings, furniture, all that kind of jazzy stuff. Ooh. But yeah, I thought I really have to get, you know, a bit of work done on my shoulder, so she could fit me in on Friday afternoon. So I'm not sure if I'm working Friday. Technically, I don't work Fridays. It's not like a day off. I just contractually I don't work Fridays. But with this project, I might have to do. So I'll just work in the morning from home. I really have to get my shoulder and my neck. Well, she won't touch my neck because of the hernias, but she will definitely have a good go on my shoulder. And she does like these deep muscle, like a sports massage. So I think it will help me a lot. Anyway, looking forward to that. Technically, I'm supposed to be working on Saturday, but I don't know if we're quite there yet. We've got a couple of weeks of 2 weeks of testing the software that we're going to implement in the office. This truck just pulled out in front of everybody. So I'm going to ask today, like, if I'm not needed, I'm not going to sit there twiddling my thumbs. I've got better things to be getting on with on a Saturday. I must remember to order the groceries as well. It's Lawrence's birthday today. I haven't really spoke to him. I just grunted happy birthday at him this morning. I don't even know if he heard me. I think he was still asleep. And then by the time I left, he was walking Jack. So, but we'll do, you know, birthday celebrations this evening. When my mum came over, she brought Lawrence's birthday gift for him, and I just got him a few bits and bobs from me and the boys. It's really difficult to buy for, which is why if you saw the parachute thing, the indoor skydiving thing, I often end up buying him these kind of you know, like birthday activities, because he's pretty much got everything he needs. I mean, you know, if he needs hockey stuff, he just goes and buys it. If he needs computer stuff, he buys it, you know, gadgets and stuff. And clothing, he just, you know, we both pretty much get what we need at the time. And he's not really a big aftershave kind of wearer. So anyway, if you're interested, I overheard him telling my mum that his favourite wallet that he's had since I've known him has got a hole in it now, and he's really sad about it. So I've ordered, I ordered a new wallet for him, so I hope he likes it. He's a bit picky with stuff like that. And he's got this like a long sleeve surf top that he's actually started wearing under his hockey kit, and he says it keeps him really warm. So I've bought him like a thermal long sleeve, you know, undershirt kind of thing. I think it might even be from Under Armour, the brand. It's not arrived. It's supposed to arrive today. It's fine. It's very practical, boring stuff. And usually the birthday person chooses his meal of choice. But I've not even spoke to him about it, and you know, I'll probably be home quite late. So knowing Lawrence, he'll probably just get on and make something to eat for dinner for us all. Maybe at the weekend we can do something. Anyway, it's not a big birthday. It's just, you know, a regular birthday. And I said to him yesterday, oh, it's your birthday tomorrow. And he went, is it? So I think Lawrence would have woke up this morning and had been none the wiser until he started getting a load of WhatsApps and Facebook messages wishing him happy birthday. I don't know. As I've been saying all week, it's been a pretty heavy few weeks. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to start waffling now. I'm desperate for a coffee. I don't think I've got a meeting first thing this morning, aside from the project meeting I'm in all day. So I think first port of call is the coffee machine, and I'm going to get a nice cappuccino. That's what I'm going to do. On Tuesday when we went in, they'd ordered from Beagles and Baines, which is a nice sort of, it's like a nice cafe kind of thing here in the Netherlands. It's a chain. They'd ordered like breakfast bagels and cheesecakes and all kinds of goodies for breakfast. That was really nice. Anyway, waffle. There's a man with a trailer and a fridge in front of me, so let's pay attention to him. I'll catch you later. Good afternoon. I've just been to the market. It's a bit miserable today. It's very drizzly and the wind has just picked up, and I just had a catch up with the wool man, and I said, oh, it's quiet in terms of stalls, and he said, yeah, they're expecting winds of 4-6, I think. So a lot of the stall holders had packed up already. Gosh, I'm roasting. You know, you're in and out of shops and they've got the heating on full whack, and then you go out in the cold. Anyway, I'm roasting. In hindsight, I should have just took this coat off, but it's a bit late now. Can you get it off? That's such a good idea. Oh, it's going on green. Oh, I'll put it back on. I've got my long coat on, I'm sat in it, so I've not got enough room to winch myself out. Oh, I hate the seatbelt in this car. It ends up around my neck here. It's awful. In the big car, I can adjust the height of the seatbelt strap. Anyway, I don't drive this very often. This is Lawrence's wheels. Anyway, so I think you might have seen some footage. Had a quick look at the wall. I've bought some yarn. I'll show you when I get home. It's not very exciting stuff, but I have been enabled to make something. I'll tell you later. And then I quickly popped in C&A. I'm sort of short of, like, you know, light sweaters, like spring sweaters kind of thing. I thought I had quite a lot, but yeah, seemed to have gobbled up the laundry, all my sweaters. But so I'll just quickly pop in C&A because they're always good for that kind of stuff. But there was none to be had. It was very much summer-ish collection. It's the first time in a long time I've been disappointed in C&A, I must admit. Anyway, I bought a couple of t-shirts, just, yeah, handy to have. And then this afternoon, I didn't mention I'm going to Yvon. I'm having a massage at 2:30, so it's like 1:45 now. So I'm going to pop home, have a bite to eat, and then I'll go over to the art centre, and hopefully she can give me a good work over, get my shoulder moving. This morning, I woke up in a sort of bit of a tiz. Couldn't get my bearings. I didn't know what time of the day it was, and it was 9:30, and I slept solid, like right through the night, which is not like me. But it left me feeling really disorientated and also a little bit tired. I feel a bit groggy today, but I must have needed it. Oh yeah, and the good news is, well, clearly I'm not working, and I don't have to work till Sunday, so at least I get 2 free days to myself. Which I'm happy for, because I think next week is going to be intense. In fact, the next 2 weeks, but I already told them I'm not working Easter because Michelle and Duncan are coming. Right, I'm really hot now. I'm going to put my blower on icy cold just to cool off a bit, so I'll stop waffling. Otherwise you won't be able to hear me waffle, will you? I'll see you later. Oh, I've tried to sort out my panda eyes. I've just got back from the art centre. Yvonne did an amazing massage, and she's lent me a big long ice pack. What she said I should do is just before bed put an ice pack on my neck and shoulder, and then by the time I go to bed take it off, and then my body, my own central heating will send lots of blood to the area, and I should sleep much better. So, but yeah, oh my gosh, I could feel it, and also here, you know, in the my collarbone. So yeah, seriously, if you lived near me, I would recommend you go to Yvonne for a massage. She's brilliant. Anyway, I said I'd show you what I bought. So, who can guess what I'm making? I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to try and guess. Any ideas? Answers on a postcard? All will be revealed in due course. In case you want to know, this is the Scapies Katona that I bought from the market. I did want to buy some 9-inch circulars, but he only sells Knit Pro, and he didn't have the, you know, the little teeny weeny needles, but that's okay. And then from the C&A, I just bought 2 t-shirts. Just really plain, but they're long ones and like oversized. So I bought a black one, and it's got like this round edge. And here's brilliant. And they weren't expensive at all. I think they were like £9.99. So I bought a black one, and this is really nice, like this nice sage green one. They're just handy, you know, for throwing on with the jeans. I bought some new knickers, but I'm not going to share them with you. The other thing is, it's they're having a spring art day on Sunday at the art centre, like an open house, but I can't go because obviously I'm working, and I already said a while back that I wouldn't be going because I knew I would have to be working either the whole weekend or part of it. you want to come and say hello to everyone, Will? He's stood there watching me. Oh, you're cold?
Yeah, I just came off the bike.
Oh, have you been to your...
Stasha.
Yeah, William had to do a work placement this week. All the school kids did in his school. Where have you been? Like a garden, like a nursery for plants and stuff. What, in Dutch is a Quakerij?
Yes.
Yeah. Was it good?
Yeah.
Did the guy thank you for all your hard work this week?
Yes.
Right. Did he treat you to anything?
No.
No.
He did.
What did he treat you to?
€50.
He gave you €50. Well, it's cheap at the price because he's had 3 strapping young lads working for him all week. So, what a bargain. Nice. Do you want to give that to me then?
Maybe.
For your scooter fund?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't want to. It's your money, boy. You do what you like with it. It's hard earned. He's saving for a scooter. I think I mentioned it. We bought him like a scooter licence package for his 16th. So, anyway, that's what I was going to tell you. So the open house thing, the spring art thing, I can't go to it. So Yvonne said, have you got anything you want me to sell for you? Put out on display? So I said, yeah, sure. So I've given her some project bags and some zipper pouches and some hand-dyed yarn. And I put the prices on and, you know, I said, well, if you sell any, great. And if not, don't worry about it. And then her next massage client arrived. And Yvonne shouted at me, she said, Dawn, you've got a client. I was like, what? And then she bought a matching project bag and zipper pouch off me. So I was like, okay, that was the easiest sale I've ever had. So that was very nice. Right, I think I'll wrap up this week's vlog because, yeah, I've been waffling again and I don't know what about. So once again, thank you for tuning in. Do you want to come closer or go off? I have really stood there next to me. You're too tall. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're new and you haven't done so already, maybe you want to consider hitting the subscribe button. Don't forget, if you hit the notification bell somewhere on your device, every time there's a new video, YouTube gods will tell you all about it. And if you want to leave a comment below and say hello, where you're from, what you've been doing while I've been waffling in the background, that's also nice. Read every comment and I try and get round to answering in a timely manner. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you've all had a good week. Stay safe, have a great week ahead, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye!